My name is Johnny Schimmelman, and I am representing myself alongside Myron B. Thompson Academy in the Civics contest. All of my sources which I've used, including videos and images, will be listed in a Google Doc in the description. I believe that students should be allowed freedom of speech, however it should be limited in a way. The First Amendment in the Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. To repeat my statement in the beginning, I believe that students should be allowed freedom of speech, however it should be limited in a way. While in a school uniform or representing your school, you should not be able to say anything derogatory. This includes racism, sexism, or anything political that could potentially make your school look bad. Me making a political statement about a president, for example, should not be allowed because it can draw major controversy and get me and my school in trouble. For example, people who represent brands, let's choose a big community figure such as Tyler Blevins. He is sponsored by Red Bull. I'm sure in his contract there's an agreement saying he cannot make political statements because this could draw controversy to him or his brand because he or Red Bull could get in trouble for saying like, oh, Red Bull really lets people who say this kind of stuff represent their brand, and it would draw bad looks to Red Bull, which the same could go to your school. My second reasoning is that my second speech limitation should be that you should not be able to say anything derogatory to your classmates, because let's say you tell your classmate to shut up or say something completely rude. This makes an unfair learning environment for your classmate, therefore potentially making him not want to come to school, causing self-harm, or etc. I can almost assure you the founding fathers would agree with this. You should not use the First Amendment to justify saying harmful words to another. So as to tell you shut up, I should be able to use the First Amendment to justify that. There's no possible reason why this should be right or be allowed. If you want to say something harsh, the least you could do would do it off of campus, not representing your school while doing so. If you want to argue, again, like I said, do it off campus, not representing your school. I believe while you're on school grounds, the school should have total control of what you can say, so you're not giving a bad representation onto the school. Now to the topic of limiting your speech on social media. Say you have Instagram, and in my biography, I go to MBTA. And on Instagram, I make a post saying harmful words to a fellow classmate. This should result in a consequence because I'm representing a brand, for example, aka MBTA, at our school. And if I say something harmful, people are going to be like, oh, that's the type of people who go to MBTA. Why would I want to go to that school now? Creating a bad image for my school, which is not good. And same goes for celebrities. While they're under a contract with a brand, they're not allowed to say anything like out of pocket because it's going to create a bad image on that brand. That's really similar how people look at MBTA. So that's a really, I would say, valid point to suppress what you can say, because it's not in any way rude to not let your people going to your school say out of pocket things or anything rude. That if anything, that's doing a good thing, because you shouldn't allow people to say mean things or bad things using the First Amendment as a excuse. To wrap up my two reasons why your speech should be somewhat limited is to provide a good image on the school and create a good working environment. Thank you.